Hello everyone and Happy New Year's! This year we've been gifted Pauper. It's just an event, doesn't look like it's going to be anything permanent, but I think it's a great idea. A little change up of format, bunch of commons, change up the power levels, should be fun. So let's get into this. We'll pay 2,000 coins, seems like a reasonable price for some enjoyment, particularly when those coins were earned and not bought. So, I want to play a Selesnya creature advantage deck. That's my favorite strategy, is creature strategies. It's not aggro, it's going to be more like a mid-range thing. I want to filter the creature and draw. And we're going to play all the creatures that draw cards when they ETB. 4 Spirited Companion, 4 Inspiring Overseer, 4 Priest of Ancient Lore. I don't think we'll play Search Party Captain, but we'll keep him in mind in case we come back to that. Next, we're going to play green creatures that gain life. And Boulderbranch Golem's the best one, so we're going to play 4 of those. What is this? You may tap another untapped civilian. If you do, it gets +1 in lifelink. Do we have any civilians? No. Doesn't seem like it would be very good. When this comes in, return another enchantment you control to its owner's hand. If you do, you gain 3 life. That could be kind of good for Spirit Companion. So creatures that gain life. No. Let's play Jewel Thief. Maybe that's not how you spell it. Jewel. Wait, isn't Jewel Thief a common? Oh my god, I can't spell. Clearly I'm hungover from drinking too much on New Year's. Jewel Thief. Did I not spell jewel right and then thief right? I'm horribly embarrassed right now. Don't make fun of me. Okay. So we'll play 4 Jewel Thieves. Trample Vigilance, that's just a solid card. And then cards that... Card advantage cards, we have a bunch of those. What about Recommission? Recommission, good. Return creature, mana 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. It's great when you do targets that draw cards or have ETB effects, which basically everything does. Doesn't hit the Boulderbranch Golem, but that's okay. Then, what else do we want to play? Maybe some veterans? Like, that's a pretty good turn 1 play. And then, what about gain life? Like, when you gain life, something happens. Creatures with whenever you gain life. Put a counter on it? That's pretty good, right? We have 4, 8, 12 instances. 12, then 4 more, plus the sometimes from Recommission. We'll do it like that. 4 Celestial Unicorns. And now we need some sort of removal, right? Because opponent will every now and then have some creatures that we just want to get rid of very badly. Do we have any enchantment synergy? No, we don't. That's okay. We're still going to play some sort of prison sentence thing. White enchantments that take the creature out of the game. Military Discipline's a good combat trick. Pacifism. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. That's probably the best one, right? Probably the best one in my opinion. Prison Sentence. It's 1 mana more, but it makes it so that they can't activate their abilities and it scries too when it comes in. I don't think that's worth it. I think the 1 mana cheaper is definitely the way. With 24 lands, I think that's 1 too many. Let's play at 23. And probably don't want to play 4 recommissions. Let's play 3 recommissions. And now, lastly, let's reset the filters. Go to colors, creatures, mana 3 or less, and see what we have for other ETB effects. Enter the battlefield. They blank. Gain life, yeah, we like that theme. Is there anything that destroys enchantments? Oh, connives? Conniving is good. Oh, you know what else is good? Potentially for this deck is Scrapwork Cohorts. Those things kind of kick ass, don't they? Scrapwork. But I think that's 4 mana. And the fact that it's 4 mana means it doesn't reanimate from Recommission. Does that make it too bad to play? I don't think so. I think the unearthed value is like nasty on this card. So maybe we'll just play 2 of them. What about the guy that connives though? Don't we want to play a couple of those? Like, he's a good card. We'll come down 1 unicorn. Everything that draws a card is staying in. Alright, we'll play 1 of the conniving boys. Cool. What are we gonna call this deck? Pauper, I guess. I don't know. Pauper. Alright, quick little 7-minute build. Maybe, since it is kind of a tournament setting, I don't think you could edit your deck after you start it. Maybe we want to take a look and make sure that we're happy with what we have. We have 4 instances of removal. We have a bunch of creatures that draw cards. We have some life gain to stabilize. And a decent curve. Oh, let's get some lands. Ooh, that would have sucked if we didn't have any special lands. Turn off creature. Oh, turn off the mana requirements. Now, 2 color lands. I think we want to play 4 of the ones that you could stack to gas yourself back up. Do we want to play any of the ones that gain life? Probably, right? And we don't have much to do turn 1, so we're okay to play as few lands as possible. Or as many tapped lands as possible, sorry. And we're playing 23 like this, which I think is a correct number. Maybe it's 22, but I think 23 is fine. The more lands we draw, the more we could play and double spell. And we wouldn't be drawing so many cards that double spelling is going to be a good thing. Alright. I don't know what to expect with the Pauper format. Hopefully it's pretty balanced and versatile and lots of different archetypes running around. Hopefully this is somewhat unique on the battlefield. I think it's a fun idea. But let's try it. Game 1 of the new year. And I think it's a keeper. We have a lot of lands to draw. We have 23 lands. Maybe it's not a keeper. We're on the draw. We don't have any creatures that draw us cards, which I think is kind of the most important thing of our deck. Let's mull it after all. Okay. 2 lands again. It's okay. We'll put back one of these Boulderbranch Golems. Don't need 2 of them. And we'll try it like this. And the mirror match. Our opponent is more versed in the gain life. Really white weenie. Okay, 3 1-drops. Okay, I'm scared. We drew no land, and we don't have any good targets to Pacifism. Well, I'm gonna Pacifism the unicorn anyways. We're just gonna hope to draw land. We should only need 1 land, and then we should be off to the races. Well, I mean, we mulled because we got 2 lands. We were on the draw. We got 2 lands again. Looks like we're in for a pounding game 1. The bad kind of pounding that you don't like to receive. Okay. Start with a unicorn. Block a 1/1 at least. Opponent on 2 lands, but with a 6-drop because he's living the dream. We'll do that. Oh, and even with a combat trick. Let's gain 4 life. Oh, 3 life. If we draw a land, we could double spell Recommission and an Overseer. Damn, 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 damn. That's a bad block. We're going to try to set ourselves up for something more favorable. We draw a tapped land. That's awful. Alright, well. We missed 2 land drops and opponent had the nuts. He played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures by turn 3. One of them being a 4/4 Vig. Can't be mad when opponent just does his thing, you know? Hey, cool Pauper deck, opponent. I approve. Hopefully we don't get another mirror match. I want to kind of just see different decks, you know? I know the algorithm loves to set you up with similar decks in normal gameplay, but I was surprised to see it do that weird thing it does in Pauper. Maybe we did decide to play too many tapped lands with 8. Hello. We're not too worried about Pacify on a Snarling Wolf. At least this game, we're off to a much better start already. We have a land on turn 3. And creatures to play that are gonna gain us lives. Lives? Okay. Overseer draw. Would like to hit another land. Well, we get 2 shots to do it. 1 for turn, 1 from another Overseer. We'll just take... Opponent can pump this wolf mid-combat. What are you gonna do? He decides 2 mana for 2 damage is a good deal. Gain 2 life now. And I think it's our turn to start giving opponent the beats. I think our deck is really incentivized to race. We'd love to see a 4 mana creature here to pacify. Have a good double spell turn. Priest of Ancient Lore plus Pacifism. Cha-cha! Karate chop! Opponent decides bite down on the veteran is a good play. I'm not too sure. And he also decides that 2 mana for 2 damage is worth it again. Let's double spell. I mean, actually, maybe I want to just play a 3/3, gain 3 life, and a tap land. The next turn I could draw 2 cards. That seems good. So we'll do that. Do this. Gaining a total of 4 life, because 1 from the land, and get in for 4. We've gained a lot of life already. I know he gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 life gained already on turn 5. It's passive. It's 1 at a time, but it adds up. Mostly 1 at a time. Boulderbranch gave us 3 at a time. No blocks. The opponent wants to pump his guys up and hit us for damage. All the power to him. Alright. We're definitely pacifying that. Ancient Lore. And attack. Opponent down to 7. It's almost over. I like our deck. It failed us game 1, but game 2 it showed us that it wants to redeem itself. Alright. opponent can pump his dudes, so we won't attack with the priest. We'll attack with these three. And if he wants to pump the Snarling Wolf to trade with the Boulderbranch, we'll allow it. Opponent down to 3. We'll double spell, and next turn we could cast Boulderbranch for 7. Gain a life, draw a card. Good performance from our deck. Although opponent's deck was really underwhelming, didn't really do much. But let's not undersell ourselves. We gained a ton of life, drew a bunch of cards, played a bunch of land. GG. So we'll go to next. Do I have any coffee left? Aw. Disappointment. This hand has no action at all. We're gonna mull this one. Triple tap lands. It's slow, but it will do its thing eventually. So I think we'll keep, and what are we gonna put back? I think it's too risky to put Pacifism back in case opponent's really aggressive and we're playing a bunch of tap lands. Gonna need a removal. So let's put back Jewel Thief and keep everything that draws us cards. Maybe we should have kept Jewel Thief and put back the Priest, or the Pacifism actually, since opponent is not doing things as we anticipated he would. Alright, let's just Spirited Companion. Okay. Play this land. Pass the turn. What are we going to do next turn? Priest of Ancient Lore seems good. I'm nervous. Opponent has done nothing. Means he has big spells, and we've been so slow that we could easily lose to big spells. Priest of Ancient Lore comes in, draws us a card. Play another tap land. And he shocks it. That's good. That's good. That's definitely good. So we have 5 mana available to us. But probably we'll just double spell. So let's attack for 1. One thing at a time. Opponent takes a damage. Let's pay 2 to recommission the priest. Resolves. That's good. And we drew a Celestial Unicorn. Nice. So let's connive. We draw a land, so I don't think we need all this land. We can afford to throw some away. Get rid of that one. Play the one that gains us a life. What is opponent's deck? Does nothing, it seems. Let's play a land for turn. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent has another shock. Very well. Then he takes 3. So let's Celestial Unicorn. And then play Priest. And a 3rd shock. Oh, I recognize opponent's deck now. It's it was really popular a while ago. It's called Mono Shock. Haha, good one. So funny. Turn them all sideways. Get in for 5. Companion. Draw. Okay. Cohort. Resolves. And a tap land. Look how wide we are. That's cool. Good game, good game. Let's speed run this. Poor opponent. I'm like, good game. He's like, I didn't even cast anything. I cast 3 shocks all game. Sorry. Could have been spamming emotes going, sorry. Feels bad. We're gonna keep it slow, no turn 1 or 2 plays. We have all our colors and some good cards. Being on the play, we're not at risk of being ran over. And with a hand like this, if we're not gonna get ran over, I think we'll card advantage them slowly but surely. Maybe I'll move my camera here so that you guys can see my hand better, and I don't know, perhaps opponent's name when we're loading in. Speaking of opponent's name, we're up against a warm bagel. I guess that's better than a cold bagel. Though it doesn't really compare to a toasted bagel. Toasted bagel would be an excellent name. Hey, this is cute. It's the Christmas map. Okay. Opponent with some rats and some skeletons. Well. Let's go for the highest upside play. Maybe not. Opponent almost certainly having some sort of removal, right? Being in a mono black. Let's play Jewel Thief first. Not a big deal if Jewel Thief gets removed. We want Celestial Unicorn to grow. So I would say that was the right play. Do we expect opponent to have another removal spell? Let's go ahead and drop the Unicorn now. I think next turn we'll double spell. We'll play a Thief, Jewel Thief, and a Priest of Ancient Lore. What did opponent spend 3 mana on last turn? What? I blacked out for a second. I don't know. Hungover still. New Year's was crazy, man. Jewel Thief, make a treasure. Land for turn. Priest of Ancient Lore. Celestial Unicorn gets a counter. Draw. Pass the turn. Compound Fracture. Opponent attacks for 1. Blade Brand? I don't know. Or maybe you're already dead. You know, the one from Kamigawa. Shinderu Omewoma. I don't know the anime words. But it's a 1 mana instant that's like, if a creature is dealt damage this turn, destroy that creature. And it's a reference to like that classic anime scene where the guy's like, and the guy's like, Nani? And then his body just like cut in half, but he didn't realize he was already dead. Anyways, I'm rambling. So let's start with Pacify, see if opponent responds. And he does not, and there was no stick there. So we're going to do Inspiring Overseer to trigger the Unicorn. We hit a land, good. We'll attack for damage. Next turn, we could sack the treasure and cast a Boulderbranch for 7. Gonna give us a 6/5, gaining 6 life. A considerable amount. Skeleton Archer. Nice. Don't even need to sack our treasure. I'm not going to offer the trade on Jewel Thief. I think Jewel Thief is better than his Archer. So we'll just let opponent take 6 if that's what he wants. A Trench Stalker. Good card. Would be good in our deck, actually. We draw so many cards. Cast another one for 7. Gonna grow the Unicorn. Let's attack with these two. Opponent has to double block if you want something good. In which case we'll kill the Trench Stalker, and he'll still take 6. Opponent decides to chump. I think it's a mistake, but whatever, man. Opponent has a murder, but not going to cut it. And a deadly dispute. He's going to sack his rats. I think it's game. I think opponent's just considering scooping. Oops. I was holding priority and didn't even know it. GG. Let's go again. And we're back with a Mighty Fine Keeper. No turn to action for ourselves, but at least we have a Pacify. And we draw a Cohort. That could be good. Card's aggressive. Maybe Cohort's a bit too aggressive for our deck, since we're kind of about stabilizing and then taking over. But he does really help with the whole taking over aspect. Let's play an untapped land. What are we going to start with? Jewel Thief matches up best against the 1/1. Both these being 2/1s kind of suck. So let's do that. Start with the Jewel Thief. And just wait and see. Opponent with Rakdos Sack. It's a good good archetype. Gotta be a bit worried playing against Rakdos Sack. They can do some cool things. Gaining control of our stuff, sack our stuff. Let's go Overseer. I should attack first. That's okay. We'll attack now. Opponent says he's not worried, he'll take 3. Understandable. And we'll play another tapped land, gain a life. Curious to see what opponent's big play is. Excavation, Explosion. It's a good card. I don't think I'll block. I think we'll get some damage in with our Overseer. Let's just continue playing tapped lands, and we'll play a Cohort, and we'll attack for 2. We've gained 3 life this game. It's a considerable amount, honestly. Okay, Blast Runner, that's a good card. Probably my favorite red common from Brothers War. Actually, I'd say my favorite red common is Excavation Explosion, but Blast Runner is a close second. Alright, opponent doing a lot of damage. Great draw. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could just cast this right now. I think gaining 6 life is massive. Getting a 6/5 is massive too. Although that's a good target for opponent to sack. Gain control of. And then sack. Just attack like this. We're down to reanimate the cohort with 3 mana. And we get in for another 2. Great. We've gained 9 life so far and we're at 17. Imagine if we were at 8, we would feel terrified. Love life gain. So good when opponent's trying to race you. Opponent's top deck was very kind to him. Deadly Dispute, probably the best thing he could have drawn, seeing as it gets him 2 cards deeper. Now, Goblin Blast Runner can become a 3/2 at instant speed. Keep that in mind. Let's just reanimate the cohort. Attack with everything except our 1/1. And see what opponent does. Pressure's on, opponent. We're not just going to sit around and let you draw cards. Now that we've gone stable, gained our life, we're attacking you. Opponent's gained considerable life too. 2, 4, 6, 7. Or 5, 6. Alright. Play another flyer. Drawing cards is good. We've drawn 2. That's a good combination, I think, overall. A deck built around gaining life and drawing cards in Pauper. This guy sounded exactly like one of those ghasts from Minecraft. I don't know if you just heard that. I think they're called ghasts. The ones in the nether that shoot fireballs really far away. You can hit them back. Do we take 3 here? Block like this. I think that's a good block, honestly. Blast Runner's a strong card, and those 1/1s aren't doing anything on the battlefield for us. The Kaseg Flame Breathers hold them back perfectly. Let's play land, go to combat and attack. Opponent chumps 6 damage, takes 4 in the air. We'll draw return, or draw a second card, I mean. And play a Jewel Thief. End the turn. We've been sandbagging this Pacifism, but there hasn't really been anything that's been a threat that we have to get rid of. So there's no point in casting it. Then don't, right? Deadly Dispute does 2 more damage to us. We've gained 10 life, so we'd be on 1 if we didn't gain any life, so that's pretty massive. One himself's gained 8 life, I believe. 2 from this, 2 from that, and then 2 and 2, yeah, 8. And it is all over. Opponent's out of gas, and we have lethal on board. GG, my friend. You did your best. I'm think. Unless your best involves you roping me just for the sake of it. Or perhaps opponent's just genuinely looking for a way out with the cards he has. Hard to imagine he could do it. Alright. We will wait. Opponent attacks. No blocks. Go to 7. No chance. Opponent's got 7 damage with 1 mana. Or I guess 3 mana. He's got a shock. Okay. Let's we do not have a lethal. We're shy of 1 damage. Let's gain a life. Put opponent on 1. That seems good. And we'll pacify now. Opponent gets to draw another card if he's not happy with what he got, using the blood token. Those blood tokens, they were a lot better than you would expect on first glance. Yeah, filter card. Better than Scry. Wow, opponent almost did it. He was shy 1 damage. Darn, opponent drew very well. Very, very well. He could sack that, but it's not going to cut it. We have the damage in the air, I believe. Oh no, opponent gained 2 life. I honestly was convinced that opponent was on 1 life and that he was just dead if I clicked attack with all. And so I might have just blown it completely. And if I did, I deserve it. Because I got cocky. And yeah, very well. Deserved. Well done, opponent. Happy for your victory. A defeat, but not too painful. Taking that one well. We get what we deserve. I think our deck is good. But I think we piloted it inefficiently that game. So let's get him next time. This hand is a potential disaster if we don't draw a land. Potentially very good if we do. But we're not going to risk it. We're going to keep this one. 2 Overseers into a Golem. We'll put one of these lands back since we should draw into more. Good stuff. Keep 6. Alright. Lesson to self. We're gonna play more patiently and safer. Not gonna lose to making mistakes. Okay, opponent's got hand hate. We'll get rid of the forest. Maybe the plains. And we'll draw, hopefully, another land. A Boulderbranch Golem, okay. Opponent has more hand hate. What will we discard? No need to worry about that just yet. Let's attack, offer the trade. Opponent says no thanks, which should be good for us because I think we'll gain more life than him in the long run. We'll start by gaining 3 right now. And then that holds back the 1/1 from attacking. Gathering Throng. Gets to search for as many cards as he wants. Oh, that's pretty good. So he's got all 4 Gathering Throngs from his deck into his hand. And they're 3/1s. Nice. Good draw. Let's go highest risk, highest reward. Try to draw an untapped land for Pacifism. Rewarded big time. And opponent chumps. Could be indicative of a recommission. If opponent's playing Overseers and cards with discard triggers on ETB, recommission would be a good thing. Like opponent's lands as well. Zendikar Full Arts, very nice. Okay, we're gonna just leave this Plains in hand for a while. In case opponent has a hand hate spell, we want to not be forced to discard the Golem. Opponent's got a bit more gas than us, it would seem. It's a bit worrisome. That Gathering Throng was nasty, man. He got so much out of that. Alright. Sad. Opponent will definitely take the trade now. And we'll slam this guy for 7. Get a 6/5, gain 6 life. And a murder. Opponent with still 4 cards in hand, one of them being a 3/1 creature. Sack this Plaza. Draw Raffines. Let's just do that now. Filter away the Blossoming Sand. Alright. I don't think we want to offer trades at all. It's not profitable for us. Opponent's got too many 3/1s. Well, it looks like we're gonna just lose fair and square. Although we have time to come back for sure. I'm gonna just play mana efficiently, not too worried about the 1 life I'm missing out by not playing the Veteran first. Celestial Unicorn could be a way back into this. Man. Still no good attacks though. Diregraph Horde. That card's good. We care a bit about that. We have Recommission in our deck, so losing those is a bit sad. I guess we'll pacify the Diregraph Horde and then we'll do the Overseer first, see if drawing changes anything. It doesn't. Celestial Unicorn, we got 3 of them in here. 8% chance to draw. There goes the other Overseer. And another land off the top. Okay, we're at an official board stall, I would say. Opponent 34 cards left, that's 36. Buckle in for a long game, ladies and gentlemen. This one could be a while. 2 Boulderbranch Golems left, 2 Scrapwork Golems, or Scrapwork Cohorts, 2 Inspiring Overseers, 2 Priests of Ancient Lore, 3 Unicorns like I mentioned, 2 Pacifisms. Lots to draw. Opponent's gone horribly wide with the 3 diagraphs he's played. Gain life, draw. There's a unicorn. Let's play it. Opponent's gone wider than us, but we are gonna go taller than him with our unicorn. Oh, we've seen a murder already. I'm sure opponent has some more removal for it. I'm surprised he would sack. I guess it had Pacifism on it already, so it's kind of useless. Better Recommission. Just play a land and pass. Opponent's 1 card ahead of us, so they will explode their heads before we do. Okay. We'll accept the trade. Good for us since we have Recommission. We're going to crack our Plaza on opponent's end turn anyways. Then draw for turn. Then Recommission. We're going to draw a lot of cards. Opponent decides to exile one of the veterans. Probably not a bad idea, honestly. It's going to gain us a lot of life over the course of the game. 8, 1, 2. Let's Recommission. Get this guy back. Gain a life. Draw a card. Golem. We're going to cast Golem for 7. No rush. I guess we'll play a Plains. Nothing to really filter them away with. This might be the point in the game where I skip a big portion of this video because I'm not scooping for nothing, and I don't think opponent is either. And I also don't think it's going to make very good content for you guys to watch a board stall game state for potentially another 15-20 minutes. So, that being said, if something happens, I'll bring it back in. See you in a little bit. And we're back from the board stall. Nothing dramatic has changed. I did about 10 damage to the opponent in the air before he was able to remove my Inspiring Overseer for a 3rd time. And I've decided to just attack with all because I've gone ahead and drawn a bunch of cards, so we're going to get milled considerably before opponent at this point. And that being said, we can't just sit around and wait for opponent to end up, you know, winning because we draw our last card. So to try to break the board state, we're just attacking with everything. We're at 54 life, so we're not really at the risk of getting blown out. The opponent's going to get some really favorable blocks on the Jewel Thieves and double blocks on all the 6/5 Golems. So that's a real thing. Kind of painful. But whatever. So which one is that? That's for the 2/1 priest. So kill the soldier. Who's that for? It's so not clear who the thrall and the priest both blocking a creature. It's not that priest. Okay, it could be either of these. I guess it doesn't matter. It's a 6/5. They're both gonna die. Same deal there. Okay. 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 And we get in for only 3 damage and lose our entire board. So, the impatience has gotten to us. For New Year's resolution, I wanted to do my best and just be patient. But it felt like patience was going to kill us eventually. Only 12 cards left in our library. I'll just take 16. Those are all going to die at the end of combat. No blocks. At least the board state's much more manageable now. You can actually see what's going on here. Oh god, these are going to die one at a time. Alright, I'll be right back. Gonna just order some pizza, eat it, and go up to a buddy's house, get a case of beer, drink it, take a nap. Be right back. Alright. We made it. Well, I think we have to draw into Recommission or Inspiring Overseer and just get damage in the air. Nice. Inspiring Overseer back into play. Gain 2 life. Draw a card. We got 9 cards in the library. Another Pacifism. We're going to save that for anything that flies. So that Inspiring Overseer can get in. As long as the opponent doesn't have more removal for the Seer, we might have a win condition in 3 damage in the air. Uh-oh. What are you thinking about? Don't stress me out, man. Just gaining 2 life there. The cohort's never going to be able to attack into the 3 Diregraph boys. And pass the turn. The last thing we have that flies is 1 single copy of Inspiring Overseer. Discard a land. Nice. Alright, we have a clock here. We have a real clock. So does opponent. Opponent just has to survive for 7 turns. He manages to do that, he wins. If I manage to kill him before that, we win. Pretty straightforward. Okay. That sucks. Is that game then? We don't have anything. We don't have any recommissions. We don't have any way to sneak more damage in the flyers. We don't have anything that grows our creatures. Pretty sure that's gonna just be a loss no matter what now to decking ourselves. Yeah, we get 6 more draws and there's no way to sneak any extra damage in there. We have 8 creatures on the ground. Opponent has 6 that can block. We could pacify 1 of them. That'll sneak a couple points of damage in. But I don't think it's enough. Jewel Thief is good. It's got trample. It's growing the unicorn. Do we attack with unicorn now? No, I think unicorn has to be 1 power bigger. That way I could kill 2 Diregraphs if he double blocks. Well, this is looking dangerous. We're hoping for a Jewel Thief or a Veteran, Lunarch Veteran. You don't want it to be Priest of Ancient Lore because that'll draw us a card, which is dangerous. Now, opponent's actually able to sack a bunch of stuff with Phyrexian Warhorse. So that can make it massive, huge butt. So we're going to make it unable to do that. And then attack. like this. Now opponent has to... Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me? It's still a 1-for-1. I don't know. I don't know what the hell. For some reason I thought it was going to be able to kill 2 Diregrafts. I have no idea why I thought that. Mistake after mistake, and thus we deserve to lose again. We can't afford to play Priest of Ancient Lore if that's what we draw. It's not. Just chipping away, opponent down to 10. Three cards left. There's 1 unicorn. One unicorn, 1 jewel thief. It says 2 cards left. I don't know. Okay. Darn skeleton archer. What has he got for blockers now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. He gets favorable blocks once again. But we have to attack. We're dead in 2 turns. Next turn we can unearth the cohort and attack with the unicorn. That'll be bigger. Ba-da. Ba-da. Favorable block. Favorable block. Favorable block. Yeah. So 4 favorable blocks and then 3 of the 1/1s are going to trade. And he's not trading with the veterans, which he should be, I think. Well, I guess he doesn't want to because they're going to come back flying. That's fair. But next turn, the veterans are going to grow the unicorn if they don't get removed. So that's also good. Guess he's kind of damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. So we get in for 4 damage. Pass the turn. Alright, the last card in our library is a forest that we know about. Damn, like opponent got us. After all that incredible hard work, opponent manages. Hard work, yet full of misplays as well. Now the unicorn definitely can't be double blocked by the hordes favorably for him. Got 4 blockers and we've got 5 attackers. Something's getting in. Ah, man. 60 life to 6 life. I think our deck was better, and I think I was just worse than opponent. Playing kind of casual, having a good time, making mistakes. It's part of the game. We get in for 2. Opponent just passes the turn. Gets his warhorse. Maybe opponent will disconnect. Thank you very much for the game, Rancor777. You're a champ, brother. Give him the full satisfaction of watching our heads explode without a concede. That's the least he deserves. Good game. Good game. Well, that's gonna be it for Pauper for me, at least for today. I enjoyed it. A good little stretch. Long games, though. I guess it's kind of the nature of playing life gain decks. We get a couple packs. Nothing in standard. Kind of sucks, but let's go look at our deck real quick. See, what do we think we should have done differently? I think some trample would have been good. I love it, though. This deck is cool, man. Guys, let me thank you very much for watching the video. I appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. Whenever you leave comments, that makes me very happy. Whenever I get notifications on YouTube, that's like, hey, somebody left a comment. Warms my heart. So thank you all very much. If you like this deck, let me know. If you want to see me play more Pauper, also let me know. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be messing around with Pauper anymore after this. Like I said, I did enjoy it and I like shaking it up, but I also just kind of want to grind ranked and get to Mythic again and, you know, do that, because that's also fun. I played a few games already, just kind of want to sprint from Plat to Mythic as fast as we can. But in any case, Happy New Year, everybody. Take it easy.